It is cold. The power went off twice, came back on, but I have my Deepfreeze survival kit. I have my cherry Twizzlers, and my orange Gatorade. I ran out of wine. It is what it is. Cherry's good. 1 second. All right. This is just a deep freeze hangout, if you want to call it that, for this evening. Needless to say, if you live here in the States, you know how bitterly cold it is for, I don't know, half the country. We're looking at wind chill factors tonight, supposedly up to -30 for this evening. But it's nice and toasty here at home. Thankfully, today I went out on the road, but my car started and ran fine, although I could use new tires and a new battery. And I'll give you some tips here soon on how to winterize your car for the winter. I have 2 quick tips, okay, to prepare your car and yourself for the wintertime. Tip number 1, buy a Toyota. Tip number 2, buy a Honda. Now, before you guys laugh, the CEO of Ford admitted that for years the Ford products were not of high quality. Yeah, so who's laughing now? Cheers. Orange Gatorade is not bad, actually. I wonder if I could put that orange Gatorade and mix it with sweet red wine. I don't know. I have to try it. All right, so just a hangout for tonight. I don't know how long I'll be on. I'm using Google Meet. You've seen this before with the virtual background. This actually looks pretty cool. This is inside a spaceship. This looks like the planet. I see the spot there. Jupiter, that's one of the moons, if I recall A Space Odyssey 2001. These virtual backgrounds in Google Meet actually work pretty good. Of all the best free web chats that you can use, online web chats, I would have to say Google Meet. Well, Skype is number 1 because it's unlimited and free, and Google Meet, probably number 2 in terms of free web chat clients. That Gatorade is good. So if anybody's out there wants to say hello in the chat, I'm here. It's too cold. I'm not going anywhere. So say hello. We'll chat. I have a few things to say. All jokes aside, stay warm. It's pretty nasty out there. Let me bring up some of the news and nonsense. Just a few items for tonight. I don't think a lot of people will come on, but you never know. All right. Let's see who's in the chat here. Cody, Lamer's in the house. Hello. Won't chat much. You are at work. Oh, you had to work this evening? Stay warm. I think you work in the hospital, right? I think, if it's you. If you do, the hospital should be safe and warm. But driving home, just be careful. If you're in an area in that deep freeze and snow, the roads can be pretty slick. Like I said, I got lucky early this morning. The roads were very slushy and slick, and I need to get tires and a new battery, but I was able to drive okay. I guess that's one of the advantages of driving a 5,000-pound, Let's see here. Looking at the stream, it looks good considering how cold it is. So, all right. Yeah, Linux Mint, the latest one, 21.1, did come out. I haven't upgraded from the previous one. I was trying their new upgrade tool. It didn't really work right, but there was a bug. There was a workaround around that, but I just left it the way it is. So I'm happy the way it is. Like the saying goes, if it ain't broken, don't fix it, right? So, all right. You work at the hospital, yeah. You have to go outside sometimes to do the trash. Other times it's warm. Yeah, hospitals better be warm. Yeah, I don't. It would be kind of awkward to do surgery with icicles hanging off the ceiling, right? Anyway, be safe out there. Yeah, I think here in Ohio, I think this evening through tomorrow night's going to be nasty. And a slight warm up. I use the word warm up very loosely. A slight warm up on Sunday. I was telling my friends on Facebook, maybe I should move to Alaska where it's warmer. They kind of laughed at me. I looked up the temperature in Alaska. It's 11 degrees, so it is warmer in Alaska. Here it's -3. Anyway. The hospital you work at is a 40-minute drive. That's a bit of a drive in nasty weather. Okay. Yeah, be careful. You never know when you might hit a patch of ice. In Ohio, one of the, I think the Ohio Turnpike, there was a 100-car pileup. I'm assuming weather was involved, but who knows if people were speeding and not paying attention. But yeah, this is the storm of a century, it would seem, Deepfreeze. So, although I'm surprised, this is running pretty smooth tonight. The internet seems to be okay. Cody, do you notice any hiccup on your side? I have to give Comcast credit. It's everything's in the green here. Looking at OBS Studio and the YouTube Studio. No hiccups. No dropped frames. Wow. Okay. Last night it was -20. Yeah. Yeah, the heater can have a hard time catching up, absolutely. It's I got a new Train furnace and it's working, and it's going to work all night, I'm sure. I can imagine what the gas bill is going to be next month, but what are you going to do? You have to stay warm, right? I had to adjust my Firefox here to the left. Anyway, it's good. Okay. So, anyway. For some reason, Gatorade tastes really good today. I haven't had Gatorade in a while. Normally drink wine, but like I said, I ran out and I didn't feel like, running to the store in the weather to get a bottle of wine. Let me bring up Microsoft Edge. I'm running Windows 10 for this evening, and just a couple of news items. Funny stuff, at least I think it's funny. We'll see if anybody else comes in the chat, Cody, and a couple of news items. So if there's anybody new watching wants to say hello, please do. A new thumbnail logo for the channel. I think it's kind of cool. Purplish background, yellow text. Just something different. Cody bought some new moonshine. Banana banana pudding flavor. Oh, interesting. It tastes good, but it sneaks up on you. Yeah, sometimes when I go out, I'll have a White Russian, the drink, not the girl. But a bump up. It's Kahlua. What is it? Vodka Kahlua cream. It does sneak up on you. It's sweet, but man, it does sneak up on you. Yeah. Mark is in the house. Good day. Good evening. Happy holidays. Mark, how are you? Big Steve is in the house. Hi, Big Steve. Welcome. Can't wait to look at Windows 11. Steve, in my tests in my tests all year with Windows 11, on a computer from 2011, I installed Windows 11 on a computer that originally had Windows 7. It runs faster than some Linux systems. That's how superb Windows 11 is. It works. It's fast. Based on my speed tests, I would consider it lightweight. You can run your own tests and see what you think. But yeah, Windows 11 is good. It is really, really good, Steve. So if you haven't looked at it yet, it is worth taking a look at. I'm very, very impressed with Windows 10. I can't make any jokes about it, at least not yet. It's stable. It works. Updates don't seem to get in the way. It just works. So yeah. Cody says, what does the left eye tell the right eye? Between me and you, something smells. Good one. Did you hear the joke about the stuntman who broke his leg? He had to get recast. Steve, are you running any Linux right now? I usually run Ubuntu-based systems, Linux Mint, Zorin, Ubuntu Mate, stuff like that. I have Windows 11 on a computer that's hooked up to my TV or to my left to catch stuff online. But as I said, Windows 11 is superb. It is the best Windows since Windows 7. So it's good and fast. I just realized I could make some Gatorade, orange Gatorade popsicles with this, right? Anyway. Cody's into the jokes tonight. Yeah, Cody says, my wife told me there's two things I'm bad at. One is I don't listen, and two is I don't remember. Yeah. Mark says, nice background. Thank you. And yeah, Windows 11 seems fast enough, but there's extra clicks to unzip a folder. There's extra clicks to unzip a folder. Really? I installed either 7-zip or WinUnrar, something like that. I think right-click on the folder, extract here. Right? Wrong, right? So I don't think there's extra clicks if you download one of those programs, 7-zip or WinRAR or WinUnrar or something like that. But I don't recall extra clicks unless I'm missing some. But maybe the default extractor in Windows 11 does extra clicks. Maybe, I don't know. But I use 7-zip or WinRAR, something like that. But I don't believe those programs have extra clicks, right? I don't think so. I have Windows 11 installed on a Lenovo dual core, maxed out with 8 gigs of RAM, and it's plenty fast. So it's not really, it's not a gaming PC. I can't stream in high def. The processor just wasn't made for that. But besides that, it's not bad. Um, so in Windows 11, you had to right-click, then select Show More Options. Okay, something else. It's stock Windows 11 at the university. Okay, so that's probably the default extractor. Okay, which I don't use. But still, that's not too bad if that's what you got to do. Show more options and then extract. That's not too bad. But again, I don't use that. Yeah. Mark says you graduated this year. Well, congratulations, Mark. Cheers. I'm enjoying these cherry Twizzlers and this orange Gatorade. It's a very good combo. If I just had some wine, it'd be perfect, but I don't. I gotta watch when I chew. I have a new crown coming in on this side of my mouth. I gotta chew on this side so I don't. I have a temporary crown. I didn't realize crowns were expensive, man. It's like the price of a gaming computer. Anyway. I need to run and get a Gatorade refill. I'll be right back. Don't go away. I just gotta run here in the next room and grab the fridge. But I'll be back. In the meantime, I'm going to play one of my dad's tunes that he wrote in Italian. If you understand Italian, the song is called I Truly Love You, sung by the great Italian tenor Giuseppe Morone. He's really, really good tenor. Anyway, I'll be back.
Sei bella veramente, sei un angelo del cielo, tu sei bella veramente, sei l'amore della terra, voglio dirti che tu sei sempre nel mio cuore, voglio dirti che io ti amo veramente, tu sei come il sole che riscalda il mio cuore, tu sei come la luna che illumina la notte, i tuoi occhi sono stelle che guidano il cammino, voglio dirti che io ti amo veramente. I tuoi occhi sono stelle che guidano il cammino.
Thank you, Mark. Yes, that is a beautiful song. I Truly Love You from my dad's film, The words are really, really lovely. Anyway, yeah, dental work can be very expensive. But this is something I was putting off since the pandemic started. And my dentist said, don't put it off anymore. You'll have a cracked tooth and then you'll have other problems. So it was time. It was time to, yeah. Mark says it's good that dental care is free up until age 18 in your country. Really? And which country is that, if I may ask? That is fantastic, Mark. Nice. All right, let's do just a couple of news nonsense themes since we're in the theme of cold here in the United States. All right, so this is in Germany. If we have any German friends watching, this is true. German police seek help in solving bull sperm heist. This is not a joke. Police in Western Germany are appealing for help in cracking a potentially very cold case. Authorities say about 60 containers of bull sperm were stolen from a farm in the town of Ulfen. Police said in a statement, while it's unclear how this happened, the precious cargo needs to be supercooled with liquid nitrogen at minus 320 degrees Fahrenheit so it isn't spoiled. Germans have a strange sense of humor. Okay, well, if you have any tips on the stolen bull sperm, call the German police. Wow. Let's see here. One more thing here. In Arizona, a driver was pulled over in the carpooling HOV lane for driving with an inflatable Grinch doll in the passenger seat. The officer said it was very suspicious. Just in case you folks didn't know, the Grinch, Mr. Grinch, is a fictional character. To be in the carpooling lane, you have to be with another human because that's the... Oh, never mind. If I have to explain it, there's no hope for you. But it's clever how they wrote this. It's suspicious driver. Dr. Seuss, Mr. Grinch. Anyway. I think it's pretty funny. Whatever. Okay. Yeah, you cannot save the tooth once you lose it, Mark. That is correct. That's in NZ, New Zealand. Very nice. I've never been to the beautiful country, if it's what I'm thinking of. New Zealand's a beautiful country for what I've seen on the Travel Channel. Yeah, very nice. Well, that's good. You can get up until the age of 18. So after that, Mark, after the age of 18, is it expensive? I'm just curious. Cody's into the jokes tonight. The live-action Grinch movie from the early 2000s creeps you out, Mark? Really? That was with Jim Carrey? Right? I think. Anyway. I think my favorite Christmas theme show, probably Charlie Brown Christmas, right? There's two songs that I like. One is the Linus and Lucy theme, right? Da 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 da, right? You know what I mean. And then the other song is a classic, Christmas Time Is Here. That actually came out, I think, in 1965, I think, if I remember the history of it. But the it's still a cool little, Christmas cartoonish thing, and the music still stands good today. So, Linus and Lucy, da 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 da. A jazzy Christmas, right? You can't see, but to my left, I'm watching the Hallmark channel. I'm a sucker for Hallmark romantic movies and happy endings. See, a Hallmark movie will never end with a snowstorm, a car wreck, an earthquake. Those type of movies don't end that way. They're always happy. And we can use more happiness and love in this world, right? Anyway. If there's one Hallmark movie you should look at, it's called Christmas in Rome. Very nice. Does anybody here use a Chromebook? Just out of curiosity, I have it, and they're fantastic. All right, Mark. So the crown prices start at $600. Here in the States, they start about 1,000, I guess, and go up. But yeah, normally how it works here, I go for my normal checkup. Here it's every 6 months. They do a cleaning, deplaquing, or whatever they do. Then they take pictures with their pen camera thingy. I go back the second time. They take a mold of that tooth and they put a temporary crown. And I guess from those measurements, then they order the new crown, which takes like 2 to 4 weeks. So I have to go actually a week from today, if I am not mistaken, to get the final work done. But it's 3 visits total. Yeah. So, but I need it. This background on Google Meet does look pretty cool, huh? Yep. So Mark said it's the same process. Mm-hmm. Yes, they do hold up, work for a long time. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Down in Florida, this is a true story. Was it last week, 2 weeks ago? Down in Florida, a shoplifter was arrested at Walmart during a special event day at Walmart. Do you know what that event day was? Shop with the cop. I guess he got his Christmas wish. Mark asks, what's my plans for the holiday season? Honestly, with this very dangerous cold snap, not much. Just really stay warm. Yeah, very little driving. It's just not safe, Mark. If it was warmer, I would probably be out meeting friends or local restaurant, having dinner. I try to stay close to home in general. Um, you know, drunk drivers and all that. You got to be safe, right? But yeah, so no plans. I'm glad the power hasn't gone off again tonight. Like I said, it went off twice again today, but it did come back on. So that's the big worry when you get these cold snaps. You just never know when the power is going to go off. You lose your heat, and when it gets down to right now, it's -3. That's not good, obviously. So I don't have any backup generator or anything. You know, if I lose power, I'm going to use my car to warm up. Crank up the heat in the car. If anybody else is watching, wants to say hi, don't be shy. Yeah, the stream looks like it's pretty solid tonight, so I'm very happy with that. I wish I had a soundboard so I can hit these buttons here, you know, like on Star Trek. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. You know, it'd be kind of cool. Anyway. -11, Cody? Yep. They said up to -30 wind chill. Do any of you guys have Android Auto in your car, or Apple Replay, CarPlay, whatever it's called? My car doesn't have it. I thought about getting something like that, specifically Android Auto. But let me know if you guys have something like that, because they sell like a portable one, but you don't have to physically take out the dash or install anything. I guess you could put it either on the dash with the suction cup or suction cup on the windshield, and they come in different sizes like 7, 8, 9, or 10-inch portable Android Auto. Touch button and all that. I thought about getting something like that, but anyway. Oh, hi, Ron. Ron says, feeling guilty here in Cancun, 75 degrees, listening to a cover band. Yeah, it is brutal. Yeah, you're in the right spot, Ron. Right now, you're in the right spot, man. It is brutal. -3 here in Ohio. Yeah, I got friends in Florida. It's not that much better. It's in the 30s, above 0. So I guess that's warmer versus 30 below here in some spots. But yeah, you timed your trip right, Ron. If you're still in Mexico, it's bad here. When I was driving this morning, I was driving down a slight slope downhill. I was going maybe 5 miles an hour, between 5 and 10. It's slow, but I had no problems in the ice and snow. So you're back Monday. It should warm up by then, I would imagine. I think tomorrow night, and then Sunday somewhat warming up. As in warm up, as in no frostbite. But tonight and tomorrow is going to be nasty. I'm looking at the weather forecast here. It says, yeah, wind chill warning. I'm glad I changed my oil last week when I did. Quaker State, full synthetic. It's funny because, Ron, when you get in very cold temperatures and you leave your car outside, when you start your car up in the morning, your car is going to talk to you. Did you know that? For example, when the temperature is really cold, you put your key in the car, you go to start it, and the first thing it talks to you. Instead of the click, you hear, "Please don't start me. Please don't start me." When you turn the key all the way, it goes, "Leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone." It's an old joke. Actually, mine cranks slow, but it started up. So, yes, run that too. If you leave your private parts outside, yeah. Yes. Did you know that Hercules had a brother in history? His name was Testicules. La da dee. It's an old joke too. Yeah, I was out. When I was out, I couldn't stay out more than 5 minutes. Then my face, would feel like it might catch frost. But I didn't wear like a ski mask or anything. I was shoveling snow. I had gloves on, but not a face mask, and I could feel it with that wind kicking up. Yeah, it's not safe. One thing about my car, it's a big engine. It doesn't take that long to warm up, even in the cold weather, as a superheater, which I am thankful for. I feel like I should be wearing like a Star Trek uniform in this virtual spaceship here. Anyway. Ron, are you near the beach down there in Mexico? Ah, right on the beach. Paradizos La Perilla. Very nice. Well, have a margarita on me. You got stung twice today. What, with the margaritas? Oh, stingrays. That's right. Yeah, you got to watch. Those can be nasty. I think that's more of a defensive thing that they do if they feel like they're in danger, right? Something like that. A mojito right now. Yeah, those are good. Mojitos. I ran out of red wine tonight, so I've been drinking orange Gatorade. Which isn't bad. It's been a while since I've had this. It's almost like I want to stuff some whipped cream in this thing and suck it out with the whipped cream and the Gatorade. Just a thought. Ron, how's the internet connection down in Mexico? I can probably guess. Ah, you're listening to the band while listening to my stream in one ear with that background. Seems to work. Guns N' Roses. Guns N' Sweet Child of Mine. Is that one of their songs? I think. Yeah. I was listening to Bon Jovi last week. Right, living on a prayer. I was trying to get some singers on, a singer on for this holiday season, but everyone's busy. Internet 10 megabytes. That's not bad. WebEx, Skype, very good. Paradise City, yeah, Mark. That's another song of theirs. Paradise City, yes. I have a Rush CD here somewhere. Chronicles, I think it's called. 2 CD set. I remember years ago there was instead of a Merry Christmas, there was a Merry Kissmas. The rock band Kiss did a Christmas show. They called it Merry Kissmas. Get it? Anyway. Gene Simmons and his tongue, the Kiss tongue that sticks out. Okay. Oh well. Well, that's two bottles of Gatorade. Anyway. Yeah, Mark, Slim Man is good. I was trying to get him on. He back in April, Slim broke his leg. I broke my foot. See, Italians stick together. When one Italian does one thing, then the other. Anyway, it's a joke. Yeah, he had an accident. I had an accident the same month, and he was recuperating. And I wanted to get him back on. He healed fine. He had surgery. I did not need surgery. I was trying to get him back on this month because he has a few original Christmas tunes that are really good. But he moved. He just moved this month. And I said, don't worry about it. Moving can be stressful. Let me know when you get settled in. You can catch him on YouTube. And on Facebook, he streams live from California. Live from Vicky's. I think it's a nightclub restaurant in California. Him and the Slim Man Band is pretty nice. So we'll have to wait till after the holidays, I guess. But I was really hoping to have him on this month with his Christmas songs. But Slim is good. Yes, he's good. He's a super cool dude too, and he's a pretty good cook too. Mr. Bergura is in the house. He says, hello, I love this background. Thank you. This is off the Google Meet, off of Gmail. Sweet. It's pretty nice. Yeah. Ron, you have to go. Wife's dragging you to go dance. Who dances to 80s and 90s rock? Oh, go dance with the missus. Go have fun. You know. I haven't gone dancing in a while. I might be on again tomorrow night since the weather's really bad. I'm not going anywhere, so I might do another live thing tomorrow night if I can get some more people on. I think it'll be a lot more fun. We'll do like another more of a news nonsense type of show, but we'll see. I'll make a decision tomorrow around the same time. Unless the power goes out. Casey and the Sunshine Band. Speaking of dancing, Ron, they have a Christmas album out of some original tunes. It's not bad. I kind of like it. Let's Go Dancing with Santa. That's one of the original songs. Yeah, we lost the power twice today, but it came on like within a minute. So we'll see. We'll see if I can get some people to confirm. Maybe we'll do a live news nonsense or a Linux A team tomorrow night, Christmas Eve. I have a feeling a lot of people will be stuck at home in this cold weather. So well, I'll stick around a little bit longer. Been on not quite an hour, so see if anybody else jumps in the chat. And I'll chat a little bit more now. I guess I'll wrap it up for tonight. Mark, it never snows there, really. Interesting. It's hard to imagine bad cold storms. Do many people use UPS power supply? Was it that much of it? I do not have a backup power supply. They're available. I have surge protectors that I use, but not a UPS power supply. Yeah, we don't really lose power here that often, so I don't have one of those. I'm going to guess businesses have them. It would make sense, but I do not. Oh wow, it's 3:50 in your country, Bergura. Okay. Yeah, I started this around 9 o'clock. So again, this is just an informal chat. Nothing special. I mean, except for you guys coming in. Thank you. So yeah. It snows in the mountains, and the bottom of the South Island people mostly don't live there. Oh, okay. So, Mark, where you're at is Linux a popular thing over there, or is it mainly Apple MacBooks and Windows machines? I know in Germany Linux is pretty popular. Here in the States, it's popular, not so much here where I live. In fact, I mentioned a Chromebook to one of my friends, and her look was like, so unless there's somebody going to school studying IT or computers. Now, one of my friends, he has heard of Ubuntu and Linux because I believe he's studying computer technology. But yeah, here specifically, Linux is not a big thing. It's really mainly Macs. Yeah, there's a college here, 2 colleges, and I see a lot of students with MacBooks, like at the coffee shops, which is understandable. I don't have a Mac personally. Nothing against Apple products, but generally I have a Chromebook and my two desktops that I use. Oh, Apple is not popular there like in the USA, really? Less than 10%? Wow. Linux is probably around the global USA average. Interesting. Okay. Is it because of the name Apple is not popular there, Mark? Or the price? Or it's just one of those things? Mark, you do a computer science degree. Okay, okay, all right. I've been to an Apple store. They are nice, and they're busy here on the weekends. Well, not here. I'd have to go to the next major city, which is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They are busy on the weekends. In fact, if you need help on the weekend to fix your computer, they recommend doing an appointment. So, yeah. The Apple stores look nice, I will say that. And the people who work there are very friendly. Very friendly. So, yeah. Okay, so Apple products are too restrictive there. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, I don't have Apple or an iPhone. I have an iPad mini. I don't really use it that much. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't. It's either this, my Chromebook, or my Motorola phone. And that's about it. Like I said, I was thinking about putting Android Auto in my car. Yes, people do get used to certain ways. Absolutely. I need a drink of water. Don't go away. I'll be right back.
Voglio dirti che io ti amo veramente. Voglio dirti che tu sei sempre nel mio cuore. Voglio dirti che io ti amo veramente. Voglio dirti che tu sei sempre nel mio cuore. Voglio dirti che io ti amo veramente. Io ti amo veramente. Io ti amo veramente.
What a voice. Check out Giuseppe Marone here on YouTube and on Facebook. A friend of my dad's there in Italy, and he reminds me a little bit of Luciano Pavarotti. Anyway. All right, I'll stick around for 5 more minutes or so, then I guess we'll wrap it up for tonight. Wow. Apple products in Algeria are expensive because most of them get imported illegally. $1,000 phone could go up to 4,000 at release month. No kidding. Wow. In Algeria. Interesting. Okay. Wow. Cool. I mean, not cool, but it's cool to know that. So if I ever go there, I won't buy a phone. Hello, LJ. How are you? Merry Christmas. Eve. Yes, Eve. Yes, welcome. I'm just literally chilling for tonight in this deep freeze in the United States, in case you haven't noticed. So we're just talking random stuff, listening to my dad's tunes. So, that is a heck of a markup. Yeah. I buy usually Motorola phones between the $200 and $300 range. Keep them for a couple years. Move on to the next model. And for me, that's enough. I don't need the latest, processor, the latest screen. I don't do gaming on phones, so yeah, that's good enough for me. And I've always liked Motorola products, their phones, and the karate chop with the flashlight, if you can see that, and there we go. The karate chop again, and the light goes off. So little things like that I like. Mostly everything over there in Algeria is markup. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah. Wow. I'm just looking at brief news headlines here. See if anything catches my eye, but yeah. It dropped 1 degree, -3 to -4. If there were like 2,000 flights canceled today here in the U.S. because of the weather, I'm glad I'm not traveling. So what's new, LJ? Now it's 5,000 flights. When all is said and done, starting yesterday, maybe that's what it is. Yeah. It's just dangerous for the baggage handlers and the workers to be out there in that negative temperature. So they have to cancel. They just have to. It's not safe. A lot of people are going to be stuck, but that's the risk you take traveling around the holidays in the wintertime. It is a risk. Now, a week from today, it's supposed to be 60 here where I live. Just bad timing, I guess. So over there, because or the lack of Apple buyers, they generally sell for a bit cheaper than the manufacturer's listed price. Yeah, if it's something that's not in demand, I guess they have to sell it cheaper to sell it at all, right? It's yeah, I guess so. LJ, you bought a IBM 22, an old IBM 22U server rack. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, actually, I have a ThinkPad. That's probably the oldest machine I have that had Windows 7 on it. That one has no, it does not have Linux Smith. It has what does it have? It has a Debian base, something called Emma Buntus. I think that's what it's called. I think it's based in France. 32-bit, which I don't use that much. Yeah, I mean it's a ThinkPad. It's a tank. They go on, but runs a little slow even with Linux on it. So it's just an outdated product. Um, don't really mess with it that much. Yeah. Emma Buntus, yes, that's what it is, I believe. Yeah, they're one of the few that still offer a choice of 32 or 64-bit, and it actually looks pretty modern OS for a 32-bit system. I'm happy with it. So yeah. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. Any final thoughts or comments for this evening, guys? I might finish watching Top Gun Maverick. Was released today on Paramount Plus. The movie of the year. If you haven't seen it, check out Top Gun Maverick. There's talks of Top Gun 3, which I believe there will be because of the way Top Gun 2 ends. If you haven't seen it, I won't spoil it, but they left it open for a third one, a final one. So check out Top Gun 2, Top Gun Maverick. Fun to watch. LJ, you stay warm too. Yes, I'll see you next year. Might be on tomorrow night for another live news and nonsense stream. We'll see. We'll see if I can get some other people to join in to make it more interesting. But we'll see. Mark says, shout out to LMDE. Used it for most of your degree the last 3 years when I wasn't forced to use Windows. Linux Mint Debian Edition is good. It's good. Yeah. I had that installed once. It's good. Anything Linux Mint puts out, you really can't go wrong. So, yeah. Thank you, Mark. Best wishes to you. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if I don't chat with you again. So, yeah, just make sure you are subscribed if you haven't subscribed already, because I might, again, long shot, but I might be on tomorrow night. I'll send some emails out to see if I can get some people to join in with me tomorrow night. Maybe we'll do, like, again, a Linux A team or something like that, if I can get some people to join in. So we'll see. All right, guys, on that note, be safe out there, and I'll catch you on the next one. Ciao.